Yo, what's going on, brothers? What's going on? What's going on? Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear as the audio. How is my audio? International passport here for what's going to be a future classic. But first and foremost, how is my audio? Please press one in the chat. Who's here in the building, man? Who's here? Who is here? Who is here? Type of one in the chat. We live? We good? Awesome. Ole Fema is here. Who else is it? Type of one, the chat if you can hear me, man. Type of one. Type of one. Who's in the building? Mr. Rhythm's in the building too. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. So let's get straight into it, okay? All right. Before I even break down my thoughts on this dream topic, let me warn you, I am gonna let everything out. I will not hold back, okay? Because some of y'all are living in fantasy land right now, okay? But me, I always observe my surroundings and where the trends are and where the culture is going, okay? So before I even break down the stream topic, all right? First things first, okay? Support me tonight. You can like the stream, hit the super chats, join the Patreon, cop the merch, get a hoodie, get a t-shirt, and of course book your IT consultations with me by the candy link below in the description box. Okay, you can of course hit the PayPal too if you want to send me a couple donations. That'd be greatly appreciated. So let's talk. Okay, let's talk because I feel like some of y'all and some of us are not very observant about culture. Okay, we're not observant about what is actually happening to the image of the black man and who is gaining more power and more influence in this world. Okay, now I follow geopolitics very, very well. Okay, I read about what's happening in the Caribbean, in Africa, in Europe, in America. Trust me, I know my stuff. Okay, and that also includes me reading and researching about dating culture and what I see around me. Okay, what I see, what's going on. Now, when I'm in the coffee shops, right, when I have my laptop with me, when I'm thinking, right, when I'm just me, myself, and I look around. Okay, I observe people, I observe couples, I observe the culture, I observe what's on TV, I hear what women are saying, I hear what the dudes are saying too. Okay, and I'm at a point here where the truth will set you free. We, as black men, are in a very, very special, particular spot right now. Okay, and I'll tell you why later on in this stream. Okay, but the title of this stream is very clear here, and it says here, but we got BBC, bro. But we got BBC, bro. And you know what BBC means, right? I won't go too deep into it, but I'm trying to keep it PG. Asian men have passed black men in dating and social status. Okay. Can we talk about that? Because I don't know where the black man is going in this world or in the West or around the world when it comes to social status, the lack of a first world country, okay, the lack of power and the lack of influence. We're lacking that severely. And now that's showing in the dating scene. So let's peel it back a layer, okay? Now, throughout the years, it's been very well known that the Caribbean and Africa, right, and the status of black men worldwide, we're not seen as rich, successful, as well and wealthy. Okay. However, we have still been able to get women magically, despite the fact that we lack a first world country, we lack power on a global scale. Okay, we still get women. Now, I personally believe that that's changing. And I think the reason why it's changing is because the world economy isn't doing too good. And women are looking at who has the most money, the most resources, and media plays a part in that. So, yes, there's an argument that must be said that Asian men have risen so high in social status and in wealth and in having multiple first world countries that is reflecting in their dating success. Now, I don't know about you brothers, right? But I feel some of you brothers are out of touch. You're not really online like that. Okay, you're in your barber shops talking about Illmatic from 1994 by Nas. It's a classic, right? But let's keep it real. Some of you bros are old heads, if I'm honest with you, and you don't see the culture and what these young Gen Z men are seeing and experiencing. Let's break it down, okay? Let's break it down even further. Now, I'm in the UK, right? And I'm observing dating trends. I'm observing what Asian men are saying about dating. I'm observing who women are walking around with, who's lonely. Now, I'm going to put this out here like this, okay? In the UK, East Asian men are destroying black men in the dating game in 2025. In the UK, and from what I hear in Canada too, and in some parts of America, Asian men are having a great time dating women of all races. Now I'm in the UK, right? I'm seeing Asian dudes walk around with good-looking white women, good-looking Asian chicks, even good-looking black chicks, even good-looking mixed race chicks. Okay, and there's a common trend I'm seeing here in the UK amongst black men is that there's a lot of lonely black men who ain't getting women in the West, particularly in the UK. Now I'm speaking from my eyes only, okay, from what I see, from what I've observed. In the UK, a lot of black dudes are walking around lonely, no woman, and people aren't even speaking about that. Well, me, I'm gonna tell the truth, because the truth shall set you free. Okay. Now, another misconception is that brothers say, "Oh, Asian guys are skinny, they're small." Even the small, skinny Asian guys are pulling better chicks than the tall black dudes. A common theme I see here in the UK is that these tall black dudes are dating fat Beckys. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of you bros, right, are out of touch. A lot of you bros are still gassed off that, but we got BBC, bro. We got BBC, bro. Well, a lot of women don't even care about that BBC stereotype no more. They don't give a damn about that. I'm keeping a stack. I'm keeping 100. And some of you bros need to understand that until we get a first world African country and a Caribbean country, until black men fix their image worldwide, until we see black men moving like China, right? Moving like Japan, South Korea, right? I'm telling you, I'm keeping a stack here, brothers. It's not looking too good in the next 5-10 years. So, how are Asian men doing better than black dudes? Well, 10 years ago, this wasn't the case. 20 years ago, this wasn't the case. But I'll tell you why. Number one, media. Asian men have a great media image. And it's not just K-pop and, K-dramas, which is very popular amongst women. Anime also plays a part. Anime is now mainstream. And when you watch anime nowadays, they show these Asian guys as cool, as tall, as strong. And a lot of women that I know watch anime, bro. But some of you guys don't even think on that surface level. Some of you bros don't even like, you can't unpack social cues here. You can't unpack the power of media here. It's all a game to you, brothers. Well, for me, I see things for what it is. So Asian dudes have K-pop. K-pop is one of the biggest music industries right now in 2025. And a lot of Asian dudes are living off that K-pop image. They're getting women only of K-pop, to the point where I'm seeing good-looking dime women of all races say they want an Asian dude. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. Then you have K-dramas and K-movies. I swear a couple of years ago, a Korean film won an Oscar, right? Then you have K-dramas on Netflix that are constantly pushing a positive, strong image of Korean men. Look at our image as black men, bros. Look at our image as black men. Thug, rap, selling that white, saying, saying racial slurs to each other in music, in movies, gang stuff. So women are taking in negative images of black men and positive images of Asian men. And it's not just image wise as well, it's money wise too. Asian men have multiple first world countries backing them. They got China, they got Japan, they got Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong. And Japan and Korea, right, are putting Asian dudes up there because Japan is lit. Seoul, Korea is lit, right? What Caribbean country, what African country has that sort of culture, that funness, that infrastructure like Korea and Japan? So I'm keeping it a buck here. If we don't get a first world African country, right? If we don't fix our image worldwide, it's going to get worse for us in the next 5-10 years. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. It's not a game, right? It's not a game anymore. That BBC train, pause, no Diddy. That BBC, stereotype that brothers were living off, it don't work no more, bruv. To the point where women are saying that it's not about how how big that thing is, right? It's about how you use it. That doesn't really care. That doesn't even factor anymore. It's about image. It's about power, money, and we don't have that. We don't have that. It's crazy because some of you brothers just feel like oh, we're taller, we're stronger. So what? So what if we're taller and stronger than Asian men? So what? Show me a first world black country. Show me a black leader that is respected like a white leader or a Chinese leader or an Asian leader. We don't have that. We don't. Stop living. Stop. Can brothers start thinking from a global perspective over here? It's not about what you see in America. Oh, I'm in America. Oh, we're doing good here, bro. America isn't the flipping world. America is not the flipping world. And I think a lot of you brothers gas up the type of woman you pull in America, because most of the time it's fat Becky's. It's Becky's. A lot of you so-called high-value brothers are pulling fat Becky's in America. That's why we passport bros. The high-value Asian chick ain't going for a brother. The high-value Asian chick, East Asian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean chick born in America would never go near a brother. Let's keep her a buck. The high-value mixed race, half black, half white chick from Ladera Heights, California, she ain't going for a brother. She's going for a white dude. The hell are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The high value Latina woman, half Argentinian, half Brazilian, right? Born in Miami. She ain't going for a brother. Brothers in the West are pulling average women left and right every day, whether you're in America, in the UK, in Canada. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stack. Every day, bruv, I'm seeing Asian dudes pulling with. Matter of fact, right? In this year so far, I have not seen one Asian dude with a fat, ugly chick of any race. But this year, I seen brothers with fat chicks. Oh my goodness, bro! Don't play me right now, bro. Don't play me right now. Don't play me right now, brothers. Yo, Asian men are eating off a great image and a first world country. And until we have that as black men, I'm telling you, it's going to get worse for us in the West. And it's not just a Western thing too, right? Women in Jamaica want Korean dudes. Women in Japan want Korean dudes. Women in Turkey want Korean dudes. I seen it. I heard it. The other day, right? Like I was eavesdropping at a conversation, right? And an Asian guy said that his dating apps are going off the chain. Every swipe he does right, most swipes, is a match with good-looking women. He can't believe it. He said it was never like this several years ago. And even he admitted that it's because of Squid Games, Korean drama, all that stuff. That's what's made Asian men above black men. But some of you guys won't admit that. That is what has put Asian men above black men in the dating game. And it's not just dating, bro. Asian dudes have social status. Asian dudes have mega social status. They got Korea backing them, Hong Kong backing them, Taiwan backing them, China backing them, South Korea backing them. Who backing the black man? What first world country is backing black dudes? Some of y'all saying, IP, where's the stats? Go outside, go to Starbucks, sit down, get your laptop, and observe your surroundings. Look at who black men are pulling, right? Black men are either pulling fat Beckys or they're lonely. I see a lot of lonely black men every day in 2025. I don't see a lot of black men with women in the UK. I don't see black men holding hands with women in the UK. I'm keeping it a buck. It's the white dudes and the Asian dudes. I always see women. I see a lot of Asian dudes with women, bro. And some of y'all just won't believe that. Type of one in the chat if you agree. Have you noticed that Asian dudes are always with women? Right? Black men are lonely. Black men are going for it, man. And I'll tell you why. It is a failure on black leaders to build the black man a powerful first world country. It is a failure on black leaders to not have created a very powerful propaganda media machine for black people. Korea did it for their people. Koreans have built K-pop, K-dramas for the benefit of Korean men, to the point where Latina women want Korean men. Black women want Korean men. White women want Korean men. And it's not just Korean men too, it's the whole East Asian ecosystem. So if you're Japanese, Chinese, Taiwanese, Hong Kong, you can eat off that Korean image because you're all East Asian. It's not a game anymore, brothers, man. Oh, we got BBC, bro. IP, no IP, IP. Stop it right there, IP. We got BBC, bro. Shut up. If I hear that BBC stereotype one more time, boy, don't even say that word anymore, man. Because I remember back in the day, brothers would tell me, "Oh, yo, man, we got BBC now. That's how we get girls." Well, guess what? BBC, it don't even matter anymore in 2025. Are you a clean cut brother? Right? Do you have a first world country behind you? Do you have a powerful image behind you? Do you have positive stereotypes working for you? We don't have that, bro. We don't have that. Oh, IP, BBC, IP, bro. IP, but BBC. Shut up. Oh, IP, but we got BBC, bro. But we got BBC, bro. No, shut up. I'm tired of hearing that. I go online, some brothers talk about, oh, we got BBC, that's how we get women, blah, blah, blah. No, women nowadays don't care about BBC. They don't. Women don't care about BBC. The image that, that R&B image, I'll be real with you, brothers, man. That R&B image that we had in the 90s, early 2000s, it's gone. And that's what made us get women in the first place. Brothers were eating off D'Angelo. Type it 2 in the chat if you know who D'Angelo is. D'Angelo, Boys to Men, right? Backstreet Boys, no, sorry, they're white. Jadesi, right? Brothers were eating off that, man. Now, what's the modern day D'Angelo, Boys to Men, Jadesi? We don't have that, brothers. So that image is gone from us literally forever. It's rap music. Now, look at the music that Korean dudes put out. Love music, R&B music, right? Music that makes women feel good. Music that warms women's hearts. And they're seeing clean-cut Asian dudes. What happened to that kind of image for black men? We had that in the 90s, bro. We had that in the 90s. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. That's what made Japanese chicks in the early 2000s and 90s fall for black men. Let's keep it a buck. That's what made white women, fall for the black man in the 90s and early 2000s. That's what made black women simp for black men. Remember, back in the day, black chicks used to simp for us, bro. Black chicks used to simp for Jadesi, Boys to Men, D'Angelo, and black men, we used to eat off that image. We used to eat off that image. That's gone forever. Now, when we talk about geopolitics on a global scene, the black man ain't making no power moves. It's a Chinese man, it's a Korean man, the Japanese man. And women see that and they respect strong men. They respect strong leaders. They respect, men who are making moves that make the whole world shake. What move are black men doing on a global scale, right? That are making that are shaking the world. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. But we got BBC, bro. But we got BBC, bro. But we got BBC, bro. I was in South Korea a year ago, right? I'm gonna keep it a stack. I was in South Korea a year ago. You would not believe the amount of good-looking, gorgeous dime women that flew from the UK, America, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, okay, Jamaica, Africa, just to get a Korean dude. These women would never even look at me. They saw me, they turned away. In fact, some of them gave me nasty looks. They didn't want a black dude. They were there for Korean dudes. And these were women that brothers in this chat, black men would be simping for them. Listen, right? It kind of like messes you up when you see a slim, thick black chick with braids simping for a Korean dude. I saw that, bro. I saw this peanut butter, brown skin, slim, thick, braided black chick who in America is a 9 at least in America. The type of chick that brothers would be fawning over. And she was just interested in Korean dudes. But brothers will not admit that. We got BBC IP yesterday. I saw tall 6'4" Tyrone with a fat Becky. They ain't a game out here, bruv. Some of you guys just won't admit it. And listen, I've traveled. A lot of you ain't traveled. I've been around the world. I've traveled, bro. I've been in their homelands. I've seen women go to their country, dime women that brothers would definitely go for, and they are lining up for a Korean dude. They are lining up for a Korean dude. Now, fair play and props to Korean dudes, because I have to respect the fact that they put themselves on, image-wise, country-wise. They build a first world country. They move very structured. What's the black man doing on a global scale? You know, I'm so frustrated with how things are for us, man. We have no power. We have no nukes. We have no first world African country. We have no first world black country. No first world Caribbean country. We don't make any powerful geopolitical moves. If China does something, right, the whole world takes notice. If Japan does something, the whole world takes notice. What do we have? And that's the point right there, brothers, that we need to work towards to. That's the point right there that we need to work towards to. Because I'm telling you, listen, man, it is the white man's game and the Asian man's game right now in dating. You won't admit that, but some of you guys are delusional. You've not traveled, and all you care about is reinforcing your own stereotypes and your own views. I go out every day. I'm in the coffee shops. I'm in the gym. And I see dying women with Asian men. In fact, this year so far, I have not seen an ugly, overweight woman with an Asian guy so far. The Asian guy always has a good looking woman I've seen so far this year in the UK. Whether she's black, white, mixed race, Asian. And he's never lonely. He always has a woman next to him. Bruv. And I see a lot of lonely black men with no woman next to them. Listen, let me be honest here, right? A lot of black men are not getting women. I'm sorry. No, tonight, the truth is going to set us free. A lot of black men are not getting women in the West. I'm sorry. It has to be said. In fact, I'd even say the majority of black men, are not getting women. They're not. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm sorry. A lot of women don't want black men in the West. Only a very small few of black dudes are getting women. Majority of black dudes ain't getting chicks. Majority of black dudes, right, are not on the minds of women. In fact, it's even hard for an average black guy to get a black woman. So imagine his chances with a non-black woman in the West. Now, in the UK, we're seeing more Latinos come in and Latinas. I'm seeing dime Latinas, right? 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, walking around holding hands with Latino men who are 5'5", 5'4", skinny dudes, no swag. You will never see a good-looking black chick who's 10 out of 10 with a black guy that is, let's say, 5'5", no swag. That's impossible. That's impossible. I'm telling you, being a black man in 2025 in the West is hell. We're not getting women like that. We're not. We're not getting women. I'm sorry. It's got to be said. And like, to me personally, right? The more the fact that we don't have any power is now showing in 2025, especially with the economy being restructured, right? And I'll tell you why that's a very important statement. I kid you not. Last week or 2 weeks ago, okay? I'll be real with you, okay? I saw for the first time in my life, and this is no cap. This is no cap. I saw a female bus driver. I saw a female bus driver. And that just tells you the economy is going to change completely in the future. A lot of people won't be working white collar jobs. More people, will be doing blue collar work, and more women will be doing blue collar work. So that's also going to apply as to how women will approach dating. The average woman knows that black men ain't got money like that. Let's keep it real. The average woman knows that black men ain't got money like that. And that's true. Compared to white dudes, compared to Asian dudes, white men and Asian men are way more richer than the average black guy. Asian men have five first world countries backing them. And they're also very successful in the West. They're known to have money. White dudes too. Black men, we ain't known to have money. Let's keep it a buck. So with the economy getting harder, right? Women are going to go for guys who have the most resources, and that's white and that's Asian men. But some of you brothers won't admit that. Some of you brothers won't admit that. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stack. With the economy getting a lot more worse in the near future, women of all races are going to go for men with the most resources. So Asian men have resources, the powerful media behind them. They also make great tech. They made Samsung. They made LG, right? They made all these, Sony, Nintendo. Has a black man done that? Let's keep it a buck. Do they have anime and manga behind them? Show me the equivalent. Tell me one sort of, forget rap music, right? Tell me something that we as black men export around the world that we are known for. Tell me a product. Tell me a product created by the black man that is exported around the world that is being used and we are known for. Crickets. Asian dudes, I can tell you Sony, Nintendo, Namco, anime, manga. Brothers, wake up and see that we are losing on a global scale when it comes to power, influence, and wealth. Some of you guys just don't get it, man. But IP, we got BBC, bro. But IP, hold on, IP, stop right there, IP, we got BBC, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say anymore to you brothers, man. I'm trying to wake you brothers up and tell you that what we're seeing on a global scale from a macro and micro economic perspective is now also applying to dating. It's applying to social status, right? Let's keep it real. The whole dating dynamic has changed in the past 5 years. Me personally, it's white men on top, then East Asian men, then Latino men, and then black men. Let's keep it real. And I would say black men used to be second in the West, right after white men. Let's keep it a buck. But now we've dropped down to the fourth place because we lack power. We lack a first world country. We lack a great image worldwide. Let's keep it real. And I know I'm not going crazy when I'm seeing lonely black men who are going through it, bro. I don't see it. Point black. I don't see black men with women in the UK. I don't. Type one the chat if you agree. Whether in the US, UK, Canada, let's keep it real. I don't see brothers walking around with women compared to 15 years ago. Compared to 15 years ago. Yes, they're doing better than Latinos. Like Latino men only date Latinas most of the case. Well, Asian men are putting women left, right, and center of all races. You won't believe that, because a lot of your brothers are delusional. You're going off that BBC stereotype. You don't go out much, right? You don't observe, right? You're in your own bubble. You don't eavesdrop. You don't research. I'm telling you, brothers, man. I'm telling you, like, we need to get our ish sorted out in the near future. Personally, we desperately need a first world country. That's a game changer. We need a first world country because I'm frustrated when you know I see the white man has multiple first world countries: UK, America, Sweden, Norway, etc., etc. So you can see why women want the white man. Okay, CEOs are all white. Tesla white. Who built Microsoft white. Facebook pale skin. Asia has five first world East Asian countries. What do we have in Caribbean and Africa? I'm sorry, but as things get a bit more deeper in dating and economics, I'm frustrated with our options here. If I had a product, right, okay, I can't go to a black country to back me up. Well, a Chinese guy can go to China, Hong Kong, or Taiwan. A Japanese guy to Japan and Korea. Korean if he's Korean. I'm telling you, brothers. You know what? Let me pull up an article, right? Asian success in dating, because I'm seeing it everywhere in the UK. Okay, K-pop saved them because of K-pop. Like, women are saying they want an Asian dude. Women are walking around with Asian dudes. That or all that we got BBC, bro. That's for the birds, man. That's for the birds. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone, man. I don't know what to say anymore. It's gone. It's gone, man. You know what? I found something, right? Here's an article, right? You know, let me share my screen. Okay, this is this is right. This is why it's very important to build and have a great image. Okay, so let me show you this article here about the aging success of dating. Okay, so let me present screen, share screen. Okay, share screen, and I'm going to share this article over here. Right, let's go through it. Okay, so it says here, okay, Asian men are having an internet renaissance. Okay, so it says here, right, 9 years ago, Tinder reported a study that revealed Asian men were among the least swiped user profiles. Okay, it was a piece that quickly went viral and attracted much discussion about racism on dating apps. Okay, now in 2023, however, TikTok feeds are a barrage of content of Asian features, Asian content, and Asian men. And some of y'all thought I was going crazy. Who owns TikTok? The Chinese, right? Don't you think it would be in the best interest of the Chinese to promote Asian men to women worldwide? Is there a black equivalent of TikTok? No. So we have no products, right? We have a horrible image. So how on earth are we going to present a great image of ourselves? We don't own nothing, man. We don't build nothing. TikTok was built by Asian men, right? So it would be in their best interest to promote Asian men. But some of y'all sleep. IP, we got BBC, bro. IP, we got BBC, bro. So let's see over here, okay? So let's go down further, okay? Wow. look at this, right? So this is an Asian guy that said this, right? I have gone on a couple of dates. When they feel more comfortable with me, they'll be like, oh, like, I'm not usually very attracted to you. He says, I've gone there a few times. I don't know how to respond to that. So that just proves my point, bruv. Women are now seeing Asian men as an option in dating. Oh, you're not really my type, but you're everywhere now. You got power, you got money. You're in K dramas, you're in K-pop, right? You're everywhere, and I want to be in your circle. Let's keep it a buck. So it says here, right? But over the past 9 years, much has changed in mainstream culture. The internet has evolved from a floundering entity to the core of our society, bringing in fresh content for fresh eyes. We watch viral stars like Ryan Higa, Kev Jumba, and Van Nos Gaming become some of Gen Z's most recognizable YouTube celebrities at the turn of the 2000s. Then you have the Hallyu wave took hold of the Western world, pushing K-pop and K-drama to the top of American streaming charts. Influence, 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 influence. Media power, media power. It proves my point. What? Oh, man. Government initiatives like the Core Japan rebranding effort has influenced the like of gaming, yep, animation, anime, beauty, and more. Bro, bro, the hashtag Douyin makeup referencing the Chinese Geminis of TikTok has since amassed over 3.1 billion views on the western side of the app. So basically, Asian media is dominating Western media. And that's a fact. Asian media is dominating Western media, and that is influencing women to consider Asian men as husbands, as boyfriends, etc., etc. Asian media, in my opinion, is even a lot more powerful than black media. Black media is so one-sided. Rap music, or Power, or BMF TV show. That's it. And it's only in America. It ain't worldwide, bro. Whereas K-pop is worldwide. K-dramas are worldwide. TikTok is everywhere, and it's Asian owned. For goodness sake, TikTok is owned by Asians and it's everywhere. What What black social media app is owned by a black person and is everywhere? None. They're playing chess. They're playing chess, and we playing checkers. Right? So look at this. Look at this. Right? This is insane. So Asianness has found a new currency, and Asian men especially feel it in the way they live online. That's crazy. Current Asian masculinity, okay, is no longer fused with affability, but an idealistic fever of a dream of a respectable boyfriend who showers and brings you Instagrammable bouquets. So Asian men now have that positive image of being respectful boyfriends who care for their girlfriends. What's the image of the black man in 2025? Gold chain, diamond teeth, right? Running through a bunch of chicks in rap, in rap music lyrics and videos. When you look at a K-pop video, they're not singing about running through a bunch of chicks. There's no bunch of chicks that they're running through in the videos. But you look at a black rap video, because let's keep it a buck. Rap is the most popular genre for black people worldwide. It's the same stereotypes, the same messaging, the same BS. And then you wonder why a lot of women are keeping away from us. Then you wonder why a lot of women are keeping away from us. But some of you bros, you won't accept that. Some of you bros, oh, IP, we got BBC, bro. That's what we got, bro. IP, we got BBC, bro. Content creators have capitalized on the Asianness of their romantic relationships, emphasizing it in the titles of their videos. Acronyms like Asian woman, Asian man, white female. And I see that quite often now in the UK. A lot of white women are simping heavy for Asian dudes. A lot. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. They're on top right now. They're on top. Where are we? In this game? Because they're playing chess. We playing checkers. What's from the show Power? Power was very stereotypical, right? About for black men. N-word this, N-word that. A so-called, a rich club owner that made his money selling drugs and that substances. Very stereotypical, don't you think? And there is no Korean equivalent to Power. There is no Japanese equivalent to Power, or Chinese equivalent. They care too much about their image. Power, Power series, BMF show is very stereotypical. Now, it's one thing, right, to push out shows like that, right? But where are TV shows about nerdy black men? Where are TV shows about black dudes who work in corporate America, or black dudes, who are living normal lives? Notice how we don't really see much TV shows like that. It's always the same BS. Black guy from the hood sells that white. Black guy from the hood trying to rap to make it out the hood. Black guy from the hood does crime, blah, blah, blah. The same messaging, the same TV shows, the same media. And this is what happens when you don't control your image or your media. Korean people control their image. The white man don't control K-pop. The white man don't control no K-dramas. The white man don't control no K-movies. It's a Korean man. See, they get it. They get it. But IP, we got BBC, bro. IP, we got BBC, bro. Give me a minute, man. Let me go to the toilet, man, because I'm angry right now. Let me go to the toilet real quick. Hold on, I'll be back. Some of y'all gonna be some of y'all, keep it real with you, are living in dreamland. Some of y'all living in dreamland. You know, the dating scene is changing worldwide. It's changing, and we are being left behind until we have to fix our image, get that first world black get that first world black nation. I think that's very important, or it's going to be hell for brothers in the next 10, 15, 20 years. We can't keep having third world countries linked with us. It's embarrassing. We're in 2025. We got to start building. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It needs to be said. I'm sorry. Brothers got to stop living off that BBC stereotype, or IP. We tall, we strong. IP. We tall, we got NFL, NBA. The average black guy isn't in the NBA. The average black guy isn't in the NFL. So stop saying that, bro. Most people live normal lives. So people who live normal lives will be observing how normal people are in their surroundings. They're seeing white dudes making money, right? And and having a great image. They're seeing Asian dudes making money and having a great image. They're seeing black dudes with horrible stereotypes, right? Known for being the poorest, right? Known for having a bad image, known for not having a first world country backing them. Who are women gonna pick? Who are women gonna pick? Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it 100. On this channel, I'm always going to tell brothers the truth. I'm not here to lie to brothers. I'm not. In my streams, we have different countries. Some are good, some are bad, some are ugly. And this is just me telling you the truth. We're losing social power worldwide. Definitely in the West. We're losing a lot of power. Social power, particularly. We're losing it. The other day, right, I was in a bus, right? And my bus drove past a college campus, and there was some black dudes there in the college campuses. There was white people, black guys, Asians, etc., etc. And the black guys didn't have any girls around them, but the white guys had girls, and the Asian guys had girls. The Asian guys had girls that were white, Asian, but the black guys had no girls. And that kind of just tells the story. That kind of just tells the story of the modern Western average black man. Majority of black dudes, whether you're young, middle age, or old, living in the West, they're not getting women like that. They're not. We're not getting women like that. We're not. And I think we are lying to ourselves, and we are underestimating, okay, the amount of black guys that ain't getting any chicks. I think it's like, I would personally say 70% of black men in the UK, in America, and in Canada ain't getting women. You know, I'll be real with you, brothers. You know, I can honestly say that 70% of black men in Western countries are not getting women. That's how I feel. It's looking real bleak. It's looking real bleak. But and you know what, right, brothers? You know what, right, brothers? Black men, right, keep the truth to themselves. A lot of black men, right, live a facade. They will tell you they're getting women. You know, they will make it appear that they get women left and right, but they ain't getting no chicks. I've noticed that. They ain't getting no chicks. They ain't. A lot of black men, are living facade lives, keeping up with the, with the Jonas, however you want to call it. And every day I drive through the city, I'm in Starbucks, I'm in Costa, I'm in Pret, right? I'm in Tesco. I'm observing my surroundings. I'm looking around, looking at brothers. I'm looking at the woman there. I'm looking at blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, who's dating who? I'm sorry to say this, but black men are doing horrible. Facts. Facts. Let's keep it real. And if brothers are getting women, brothers are not getting quality women like white men and Asian men. Actually, if I'm honest with you, right, Asian men are pulling better quality women than black men. So let's say, for example, right, you have 5 black guys and 5 Asian guys. Okay, they both have a woman next to them. Okay, but the Asian man would have better quality looking woman than the black guy, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brothers. I'm sorry. I'm keeping a buck. I'm keeping a buck. 100. Black men don't pull quality women like that in the West. Asian men pull way better women than black guys. But some of you guys won't even admit that. You won't admit that. Listen, I was in the gym and I saw an Asian dude, with a high quality black woman, and they both look college age, university age. She had braids. She was slim, thick. And in fact, she was taller than the Asian guy. He had like that the typical Asian bob cut, like BTS, the K-pop group. They were in the gym. I could not believe what I was seeing, bro. I could not. I was like, what the flip? It's like that now. That kind of black chick back in the day would be all over a brother. I'm keeping a buck. I saw a black chick with braids in the gym the other day, working out with her Asian boyfriend. She was taller than him. She was slim, thick. And I'm looking at them like, I was like, okay, yeah. Brothers really lost. Brothers really lost in the West, man. Brothers losing. I was like, okay, yeah. Yeah, brothers need to get ish in order, or it's gonna be a washout in the West completely. It's bro, I don't even know what to say anymore, man. I honestly, like, it's damn. They were both college age. It's unlikely he was tricking. They're both college university age. I could tell, right? Because they mentioned something about studying when I overheard a conversation. So I'm looking at the chick like, what the flip? What the flip? I was like, what? I'm looking from afar. So I step back a bit because I don't know. Obviously, but if I'm close to them, staring at them, that'll be a bit weird. I go to the other part of the gym. I'm looking at them from afar. I'm observing. They're holding hands. They're kissing for a bit. They're touchy, working out. I'm like, yo, he really pulled a baddie. He pulled a black baddie. Let me read the super chats here. Shout out to Mr. Crypto Bro for the support. I've been to Seoul. The K-pop brainwashing is crazy. Leftover girls around, and the world travel to be English teachers pass around until the visa expires. Not enough K-pop dudes, too many girls. Thing is, bro, they're not. A lot of them are not leftover girls. I was in Korea in 2023. You've seen my videos, no cap. I'm not even capping. Go and see my previous streams and my videos of me in Korea. I was there. I was even there for Halloween as well in Korea. No cap. I kid you not. I saw good-looking Latina women. I saw good-looking white women, black chicks, Asian chicks, all over Korean dudes, literally lining up for a Korean dude. And these were 8s, 9s, and 10s. And these women were only there for Korean dudes. If you were a black guy and you tried to approach them, you were getting no play. You were getting no play. Don't even bother. You were getting no play. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. They're not all leftover girls, bro. I know women who are 22, 23, and they can't wait to move to Korea. And these are good-looking women that I know personally. Early 20s, want a Korean dude, want to live in Korea, or get ran through by Korean dudes. I'm keeping it a buck. And do you know what, right? Shout out to Crypto Bro again for the support. It says here, Russian and Ukrainian women, 9 all over Japan and South Korea. Yep. Yes, bro. I saw Eastern European chicks. Whether they were Russian, Ukrainian, I don't know, but all Eastern European chicks. I saw Eastern European chicks in Seoul with Korean dudes. Blonde hair, green eyes, right? Blonde hair, blue eyes, brunette, model looking chicks in South Korea. Come on, man. Can you find them in Africa? Can you find them in the Caribbean? Hell no. I'll tell you why. Number one, there's no first world country in the Caribbean and Africa. And number two, they're not moving to Africa or the Caribbean like that. Why? Why? Again, I've traveled. I've been to South Korea. I've been Japan. I don't know about Japan too well with East Asian chicks, but in South Korea, I saw East Asian women in South Korea without doubt. So Eastern European chicks in South Korea with Korean dudes. Shout out to Mr. Devo the Great for the support. IP, are you more in support of family making? I am, brother. But I feel like black men, that should be a personal choice to black men. If you want to get married, if you don't want to get married, that's a personal choice, you know. I do believe that marriage is just make sure you marry the right person. But yeah, brother, you know, I agree with family making, but it's got to be with the right woman. And if you don't want to get married, that's a personal choice. And I think you're definitely well within your reason not to get married if you don't want to. Caribbean and Africa have no first world countries, bro. Until they have tech like the UK, America, South Korea, Japan, I don't consider you first world. Nah. Let's stop you know, lowering our standards for these black countries. They need to fix up, because it's affecting my life, it's affecting your life, and the lives of young black men. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Until I see these countries move like Sweden, Norway, America, UK, Japan, Korea, Russia, etc., etc., I don't consider these countries for first world countries, in my opinion. And I've been to Japan and South Korea, and Japan steps on every African country, every Caribbean country. Trust me. I'm about to react to some clips, so it's some articles, and you can call in. Listen, the virgin rate that you're talking about, I'll be honest with you, that's big cap. There is no high virgin rate, and I've got my Japan stream coming up this month on Twitch and on Kick. Okay, and I'm going to expose some lies about Asia and Japan, and this whole they're all virgins, blah blah blah. I was in Japan last year. There ain't no virgins out there, bro. Ain't no virgins in Japan. Ain't no virgins in South Korea. That whole IP that there's a high virgin rate in East Asia. It's big cap. They're effing all over the place. And I will tell a story, right? A very funny story about that. Big cap. There is no high virgin rate in East Asia. I've been there. I spoke the language when I was out there. It's obviously there'll be some virgins, but it's not high like the media says. Half of Japan is virgins, half of South Korea is virgins, blah blah blah. It's BS, bro. I was there last year. There's no high virgin culture. They're getting down. Bro. There's a lot of freaks in South Korea and Japan, bro. I've traveled there. I've been there. I've seen this. I've seen these. I've seen them. I've seen what happens in the nightlife, in the daytime, the undercover sex scenes and all that stuff. Sex culture. I've seen it, bro. Are you telling me? There's virgins everywhere? You telling me there's virgins everywhere, bro? Just because they ain't having babies doesn't mean that they're virgins. I mean, you can get down in the bedroom without having a baby, right? you know, I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you. Telling me trust me, there ain't no high virgin rate in East Asia. It's BS, man. It's BS. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you, brothers. So don't go to Japan thinking you're gonna find some virgin, that's never been touched, blah blah blah. It's BS. It's unlikely you find that. I'm keeping it a buck, because a lot of these weebos and anime dudes and manga dudes, they have this fancy about there's virgins there, blah blah blah. Book your flight and go there yourself. Book your flight and go there yourself. And there ain't no wives in Osaka, bro. That's the worst place to find a wife. One of the worst places, bro. Osaka, bro. There's no virgins there. There's no sort of untouched diamond in Japan or South Korea. It may be there, but it's not common. If she's good looking, if she's cute, she's going down in the bedroom with someone. And that's just me keeping it real. That's just me keeping it real. That's me keeping it real, bro. It's me keeping it a buck. Absolutely, bro. That's a great comment. Shout out to Mr. Black Rail for the support. Yo, Rail Black, appreciate you, bro. Brother, are you still here? Should we do we got to do a crypto stream in the future ASAP, brother? Let me know. And we'll get that done, Mr. Royale. Respect IP show support. Thank you, bro, for the support. Much appreciated, bro. Much appreciated. That's a great comment there. Go to Osaka, Namba by night, and you see, yeah, bro, like we've been lied to about. And again, in my stream, I'm going to expose Japan. I got a lot to say. I wasn't lied to about Japan, but I wanted to say something. I want to get something off my chest about Japan because, yeah, certain things about the woman you need to know. Like, you need to know about these women, man. I'm telling you, you need to know big time about Japanese chicks. Okay. Oh man, I don't want to say much. But you will not find a wife in Osaka. You will not find a wife in Osaka. Put that in your mind. You won't. Okay. That's what I'm gonna review right now. That's what I'm gonna review right now. Okay. Again, I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Again, I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, I could lie to y'all to keep a narrative going, but I'm not here to lie to brothers. I'm here to tell brothers the truth. You know, and brothers got to realize that God is important in a woman's life. God is important in a woman's life. Is God in South Korea and in Japan? Ain't no God there, bro. Ain't no God there, bro. すいません。ちょっと待ってください。あなた、エヴァン・マクローレ、うるさい。僕は日本語喋る。That means I speak Japanese, bro. You don't trust me. You don't know me, man. You don't know what's happening, bro. You don't know, fam. Don't be saying I don't speak no Japanese, bro. You don't know me, fam. I was there last year. I spoke Japanese, bro. Nani o shabaru desu ka? What are you talking about? I told you, bro. Don't try me, bro. Hondo desu ka? Hondo desu ka? IP 日本語の喋るない。そうですか？何を喋るですか？エヴァン・マクローレ。どこ出身ですか？ It means where you from, bro? アメリカ？いいえ、アメリカじゃない。ちょっと日本語。何を喋るですか？ So what do you want me to say? 僕は international passport です。日本とか South Korea とか Germany とかドイツとかロシアとかが好きです。 You don't know, bruv. You don't know, bruv. Oh man. Woo, let's get it, man. I want to react to some clips, then I'll open up the phone lines. Shout out to Mufasa in the building. Mufasa been a minute, brother. Hope you're good, brother. He says here, what's up, IP? You keeping a buck about Japan? I told you, bro, like, and that's why I respect Mufasa. And he knows that when I speak about countries around this channel, there's no lies here. And there's a reason why I'm respected in the passport bro space. Every country I've done, Japan, South Korea, Brazil, Germany, etc., etc. You've had some. I have interviewed bros who had good experiences, bad experiences, ugly experiences, bros who have exposed certain countries, and it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. I want to equip you brothers with the truth and nothing but the truth. I leave for Kyoto and Fukuoka tomorrow. Brother, have a safe flight. These days, you have to look for very low body count, no virgins. Yep. Ain't no virgins in Japan, bro. I'm sorry. There's knowing their culture, knowing how they get down, that whole virgin stuff is media propaganda. And that's one thing I'll give Japan. Japan are very good at the international media. The whole cute culture, kawaii culture, anime culture, manga culture, um it's very powerful. But when you go to Japan, it's a whole different world. There's no virgins there. If she's good looking, if she's cute, um just pray that she don't have a body count of 50. Just pray. And actually, right, like, and I'll be real with you here. And I want to react to some videos in a bit, or articles, right? If you're looking for a virgin and you want an East Asian chick, and this might sound crazy, but Chinese women are your best bet. If you want a virgin East Asian chick, Chinese women are your best bet. You won't find no virgin in South Korea. That's impossible. I'm sorry. In 2025, you ain't gonna find no virgin in South Korea. This ain't happening. Okay. Um, Japan is possible, but you have to look for it very deeply. China, China's your best bet. But the problem is Chinese women don't like black guys. And that's a fact. Chinese women don't like black men like that. So, you know, I say if you're light skinned, you have a chance. But if you're dark skinned like Akon, Kanye, um, Kendrick, Lamar, whatever, yeah, you won't get a Chinese chick. They don't like dark skinned brothers like that. But they are your best chance to get a virgin chick, in my opinion. Because the Chinese culture is very strict. China is not a liberal country. In fact, I will say to you, brothers, right? Japan is a liberal country. Japan is a liberal country. It's not conservative, and that is one misconception that we need to actually just clarify. Japan is a liberal country. In fact, I would even say South Korea is more conservative than Japan. Japan is a liberal country, bro. If I'm honest with you, it's not some sort of conservative country. Yes, culture wise, but living wise, and when it comes to SEX and other stuff, it's quite liberal. Shout out to Mr. Um, Devo the Gents for the support. If all Asian women are 3 or 4s, then why are you upset? I never said they're all 3 or 4s, bro. I never said that, bro. I'm just saying that the image that you get of Japan that is shown in international media, it's not the image that you're going to see out there in Japan. And that's me keeping it a buck. That's me keeping it a buck. Chinese women are your best bet for a virgin. Out of Japan, out of South Korea, Chinese women are your best bet for a virgin. Yep. Yeah, that's true about Japan, bro. Japan is, I'm telling you, like it's a liberal country. And what I saw out there last year, I was not happy. I think that the agenda is definitely there. You know, it's there in Japan, and it's definitely perverting their culture. China, China is your best bet for conservative values, but they don't like black guys. And Japan has problems with DEI now. In fact, let's react to that, okay? Because DEI is actually growing in Japan. All that DEI stuff that we don't agree with, we don't agree with on this channel. I don't agree with DEI because it doesn't benefit black men, and it's what they use to pervert your country, okay? And it's going for that right now, DEI. So it's there. The agenda is operating in Japan, and that's what I saw last year. So the Japan stream is either this week or next week. The first part will be 5-part series, Twitch and Kick exclusive. And we're going to speak about Japan in a very interesting way. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Japan is still better than the UK by far, but brothers need to be aware, and I heard Japan is bringing in a couple Africans as well. Japan, immigration. So yeah, y'all have to. All right, let's react to some articles from this week, okay? Then we have a call-in show. Y'all can call in if you agree or disagree. Because DEI, all that stuff, that's liberal wolf in sheep clothing. Once you open up your doors to DEI, you open up your doors to anything. It's part of the whole liberal agenda, DEI. And it's definitely, oh man, I don't even know what to say. That Japan is, y'all got 5-10 years about Japan. Y'all got 5-10 years. I'm keeping it a stack. Shout out to Mufasa. Funny you say that, IP, because my girlfriend is Chinese, and I'm visiting her to see her and bring her back to the States. She's early 20s. Mufasa, is that permanent? You're going to bring her back permanently to the States, or is that for holiday, brother? You see, that proves my point. His girlfriend's Chinese. Like, honestly, Chinese women are. I know this might sound crazy. IP changing up on his love for Japanese chicks. Chinese women are the best East Asian women for wifey. Low body count and potential virgins to find in China. They just don't like black dudes like that, and they just don't like dark-skinned black dudes. They just don't like dark-skinned black dudes. They just don't. If you're Akon complexion, Kendrick Lamar complexion, Kanye complexion, Chad Ochochino complexion, you ain't gonna get a Chinese. You can, but it's hard. Like, and it's kind of like it's a trip because what's it called? The easiest East Asian woman to get as a black man is Japanese. The easiest East Asian woman to get as a black man is Japanese by far. Japan number one, then I would say South Korea. Then I'd say I don't know much about Taiwan and Hong Kong. Okay, so China, South Korea, no, Japan first, then South Korea, then China. Okay, in terms of ease. But however, from what I see about Japanese chicks, I think you're better off with a Chinese chick for wifey. I think corporate culture is wrecking Japan, and I think a lot of Japanese women are not marriage minded anymore. I'm not saying all, but some have lost that. They've lost that tradition. That's what I saw. Philippines are not East Asian, bro. They're not East Asia. And Mufasa got him a Chinese chick that's built like a Latina. Oh, Lord have mercy. Amazing. Get your passport, brothers, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, Chinese girls, like, they're good. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, if you can get a good one, it's just the fact that, they ain't checking like that, man. Like, I see them, man. They're always in relationships. They don't really sleep around like that. I see it, but it's not common for them to be throwing their box around compared to South Korea and Japan. Like Japan and South Korea, damn, a lot of box throwing. I'll tell you that. Yeah, a lot of box throwing, man. I'll tell you that. It's from what I saw last year in Japan. And I was speaking the language. I was in the nightlife. I was in Shibuya. I was in Shinjuku. I was partying, and I saw crazy things there, man. Like a woman tried it with me. I was like, nah, I'm not interested. Don't know where you've been. Let's see. Bro, the Japan stream's gonna be nuts. All right, either this weekend, or next week, we'll do part 1 of the Japan stream. Then we'll do Germany. Then we'll do Ibiza, Spain. We'll do Japan part 2. Yeah. Let me write some clips, man, or some articles, and then have an open calling session, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah. And I like Japanese chicks, man, but I gotta be real here, I gotta be real here. Chinese chick ain't checking, bro. Chinese chicks are not checking for brothers. No. Nah, they ain't checking, man. They ain't checking, man. They ain't checking, bro. They ain't checking. If you're dark skinned, they ain't checking. If you're light skinned, there's a chance. If you're dark skinned, they ain't checking, bro. They're not. Japan is your best bet, but you have to just vet very well, because you don't want to marry a 3 or 4 that's been ran through 100 times in Tokyo. You don't want that, bruv, because there's a lot of box throwing from these chicks in Japan. Just vet. I would say you need a social circle. If you go to Japan, like a 4 without any connections or dudes to help you vet the chicks, you might end up marrying a 3 or 4. And I don't want that for you, brothers, man. So yes, and the language, get a friend who can show you around the ropes, because it's not some sort of place where you want to go to all starry-eyed, like as if you're in LA trying to make it into the next big Hollywood movie. Hey dad, hey mom, I'm going to LA. I'm gonna be a celebrity and all that stuff. Come on, man. Where's your connections, man? You think Martin Scorsese, Christopher Nolan gonna give you a leading role because you're in LA? Could you post up in LA? Could you post up in Venice Beach? Could you post it up in flipping what's that place in California, San Fran or Long Beach? Could you post that up there, mofo? Where your connections at, mofo? Okay, all right. Let me share my screen, okay? Mufasa says IP. We can do a live stream Friday. Mufasa, let's do it, bro. Mufasa, let's do it, brother. Let's do it, bro. Will you be so, brother? You'll be in Japan on Friday, brother. Let's do it, bro. Brother, let me reach out to you on IG or send me a message on IG, brother, and then we'll touch base tomorrow. And then when you hit Japan, brother, on Thursday, yeah, we'll plan. Yeah, Mufasa, let's do the live stream, bro. Let's do it. So you be in Japan, brother. Let's do it. And so we'll do Japan with Mufasa this week. We may do my Japan stream the day after. Then we'll probably do a South American country or whatever. IP, you are bringing out Japan. Plus, they do, bro. Like, telling you, man, and that's why, like, with Japanese chicks, I got a vet now because I don't know, man. What I saw last year, yes, bro, they're liberal. They're liberal, bro. You probably saw them with a lot of white men, Korean chicks. I didn't see one black guy with a Korean girl in 2023 when I went to Korea. I didn't see one. Taking pictures, right, and dating are two separate things, bro. If a Chinese girl takes a picture of me, that doesn't mean she want to date me, bro. From my honest with you, it's probably the first time seeing a black man. I don't know with y'all, but Chinese chicks are not. Chief, I may do a stream on that because I feel like culture is very important when it comes to how women think and behave. The more liberal culture, right? The more liberal culture, the more the more there's problems with dating. China is not liberal. China's conservative. They lock down any sort of 3 or 4 or promiscuous culture, and that's why you get a low body count woman with Chinese chicks. And even if she did lose her virginity, right? She's probably got like one body at 24, 23. Because they have like long-term relationships in China. They don't really date around like that. And and that's why, like, I'll be real with you, brothers, right? That's why I'm looking towards like African chicks, and because they got their culture, they believe in God, they 3 or 4 cultures look down upon their, and it may be best, and that's why I don't blame brothers converting to Islam to marry a Moroccan or Saudi Arabian or Qatari or a Turkish chick who's a virgin, because you gotta. It's better you do that than marry a 3 or 4. I don't blame brothers for converting, change their religion to Islam, because Islam has the most virgin women in the world. If we keep it a buck, At this point in time, now, brothers just got to do what they got to do, man. You want to you either marry a 3 or 4 Japanese chick that you really love, or you marry a virgin Moroccan chick, but you got to convert to Islam. I'll take option 2. I'll keep it a stack. I'll take option 2, bro. I'll keep it a stack. You know, F it. I'll take option 2. I ain't marrying no 3 or 4. It's not happening, man. She's been ran through. Dudes breathed on her. Nah, man. Every race of woman has 3 or 4s, right? I'm not saying African chicks don't, but I'm just saying that if you meet an African chick who's God-fearing, blah blah blah, it's unlikely she's done that, you know. But obviously you got a vet, and that's why it's important to have, you know, a friend, a social circle that knows her family. Not just have a friend that knows the village or city very well. How he can help you spot 3 or 4s. He can ask about her for you. That's how I would do it, you know. That's how I would do it. So if I move to Japan tomorrow, right, my first month is me trying to meet a good friend, a guy who knows the city, how the women behave. Can he ask a woman? Can he ask you know? Can you do background checks for me? I'll keep it real. You need to have these kind of connections that who can actually help you filter out 3 or 4 women. Because you go in there fresh. Oh, she's covered her legs, covered her arms. That don't mean nothing, man. And I used to think that way about Japan as well. But last year I saw a woman who covered her arms, covered her legs, and they were throwing that box around, going to love hotels, being promiscuous, approaching me in the nightlife. let me react to an article here. Hold on. So it's everyone's favorite country, right? Share screen. Share screen. Shout out to Ace of Spades for the support. I've seen Asians and Indonesians with white, Indian and Asian men who are short. Yep. Facts. Absolute facts. By the way, special note, Indonesian chicks, Malaysian chicks, very slept on. Very, very slept on. In fact, if you don't want a Japanese chick, look into Indonesian and Malaysian chicks. They're slept on easily. Indonesia has a very high Muslim and Christian population. A lot of virgins I'm hearing are in Indonesia. Malaysia, too, to an extent. Yeah, don't sleep on these countries. When is your Japan stream coming? It's been 4 months. This week or next week, brother, we'll have a Japan stream. Okay, so let's react to this article over here. Present, share screen. It's good to be back, man. I was off for 2 weeks. It's good to be back. There'll be more videos, more streams. Basically same schedule, same scheduling as it was before. I've just been very busy. Took a break too. Had to get my mind right, get some things sorted out. But I'm back and I missed you guys. Good to be back. Hope you're all well. So let's go over here, okay? Shout out to this article here. It says here, Japan is on the verge of no longer functioning after birth rate plummets to record low. So this birth rate issue in Japan is also a problem that you passport bros, had to be aware about, because this signifies a deep seeding lying issue in the country. So Japan saw record 1.6 million deaths last year as births marked a 5% fall. That's insane, bro. The number of babies born in Japan has dropped to the lowest the country has ever seen since record began 125 years ago. All-time record in 2025. That's insane, brothers. That is insane. Falling 9th straight year despite government efforts to reverse the decline. You know, in Tokyo, they had this dating app, right? To get people together. That didn't work. They've tried a lot of things. It didn't work. And y'all got to be very aware as to there's problems in Japan, okay? And it may not ever be fixed. So let's go over here. Japan recorded just over 700k births in 2024, which is 5% down from the previous year. The year-on-year decline underscores Japan's long-standing issues of a rapidly aging and shrinking population, which has serious fallout for the country's economy and national security. The country saw a record of 1.6 million deaths last year, causing the population to shrink by almost 900,000 people, including those who immigrated out of Japan. It means that 2 people died for every new baby born. What the flip? What's going on there? That's insane. So it says here, reacting to the developments, Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba accepted that the trend of declining births has not been reversed yet. Okay. We need to be aware the trend of falling births have not been arrested. Okay. But the number of marriages posted an increase, giving close ties between the number of marriages and number of births. We should focus on that aspect as well. I agree. So if you want to have a baby, right, with a Japanese chick outside of marriage, it ain't happening. Okay. Very, very rare, extremely rare, will you come across a Japanese chick who is okay having your child outside of marriage, right? You want a baby with a Japanese chick, you must get married with her. Okay. You have to. This isn't America, this isn't the UK where English chicks will let you bust in them and then without marriage have a baby, etc. etc. With Japanese chicks, yeah, you will have to get married if you're gonna have a child with her. Okay. It says here, Japan's demographics have raised policymakers and researchers as it is also the fastest aging country with nearly 30% of the population already over 65. And that's a point there that I wanted to expand in my future Japan streams, okay? Japan, when you go there for the first time ever, if you've not been there, old people are everywhere, brothers. Old people. So Japan's population is what? 125 million people. 30% of 125 million is what? That would be 40 million or 35 million. So you're telling me out of the population of 125 million, 40 million or 35 million are over the age of 65. That's an old country, bro. That's old. That's not a good look, right? So that means there isn't even a lot of women that are walking around, if we're being honest with you, brothers. Right? That's a big problem. It says here, experts blamed fewer marriages in recent years due to the fallout of the COVID pandemic, and the decline is set to continue despite improving the marriage rate. So even though the marriage rate has improved, they're saying that birth rates will continue to decline throughout the year. That's insane. So what have they done to try and fix this? So they've done schemes to boost child rearing, including expanding childcare facilities, offering housing subsidies, and even launching a government-run dating app to encourage marriage and childbearing. And that hasn't worked, right? It hasn't worked. And in more drastic measures, the government agencies launched an experimental 4-day work week for employees of Tokyo metropolitan governments. Okay. And that hasn't worked. Okay. So it says here Japan is standing on the verge of whether we can continue to function as a society. Now, I'm going to be real with you here, right? I'm going to be very honest here. It's over for Japan. Okay. They need immigration. They need immigration. I'm being as brutally honest as possible. Immigration is going to be the thing that sorts us out. And in the next video, or clip I'm going, or what article I'm going to react to, you're going to see that there's been a record number of immigration to Japan in recent years. Okay, so personally, they can't reverse this without immigration. So you will see a lot more passport bros going there. You will see a lot more immigration going there, and you probably will see a lot more mixing with foreign men and Japanese chicks. It's the only way to save Japan. It's the only way. It's the only way they're going to save that country. Immigration is the same. It's exactly what the UK did to save the economy. They had to bring in immigrants from Caribbean, Africa, India, etc., etc., and it did work. So if you're interested in Japanese women, in being a passport bro in Japan, there is no better time. I think now is the best time because the immigration policies are getting a lot more lenient and looser. A lot more lenient and looser. So if you want to move to Japan, I think now, this year, is the best time. Low birth rates, they need people. There's a lot of jobs there. You know, they need people to work these jobs, and I think it's the perfect time to go there, in my honest opinion. So Japan, may be on your radar in the near future. So let me stop sharing over here, okay? So let me show you this article, right? About like if I can find it. Let me put it up for you. So it's an article about Japan's immigration, okay? Which is insane as well. Okay. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Present, share screen, share screen. So it says here, right? Okay. Japan records biggest jump in foreign workers. Japan saw its biggest year-on-year jump in foreign workers since records began. What did I tell you? Okay. As a country seeks to address labor shortages exacerbated by its aging population. Okay, immigration is the only way to solve their birth rate. I told y'all. So it says here, right? In October 2024, the nation's foreign workforce stood at 2.5 million. Right, so that is 2.5 million immigrants or foreign people working in Japan, and that was an increase of 2,000, 200,000, 254,000 people from a year earlier. So within the last year, that much people have immigrated to Japan. That marks the biggest jump since records began in 2008, and is the latest in a series of annual record-breaking increases. So it says here in 2014, the number of foreign workers stood at just over 500,000. Now it's at 2.3 million. I'm telling you, Japan has the second oldest population after Monaco, according to the World Bank, and its strict immigration rules mean it faces growing labor shortages. Okay. Now it says here, amongst the most common jobs held by foreign workers were positions in the manufacturing, hospitality, and retail sectors. Wow. Yeah. This is the only way to actually save that country. Immigration. Because I was there in Japan last year. I spoke to people. A lot of Japanese people told me they weren't interested in making kids. They weren't. And I think it must be said that when you're in Japan, you're going to find that there's a how do I say it? How do I put this into words here? There's this kind of thing in their culture where it's very individualistic. Now, yes, there's some collective elements there in Japan, but it's also individual to the point where they want to live their lives how they want to live. And a lot of the times it's having fun, it's traveling, doing hobbies, and that kind of puts them off kids. Because they feel like if kids come in the picture, they can't do their hobbies or be free. And the way you look at it, depending on how you look at it, that might be a red flag for you, brothers, or a green flag. Because I think having a kid is a commitment, and you will have to sacrifice some things. And the way you live as a single person is not the way you're going to live as a person who has a kid. So if you have a child, you can't be partying late in the clubs anymore. If you have a child, you can't be, taking spontaneous trips to Monaco, South Korea, etc., etc. You have a child. And I feel like, a lot of Japanese people realize that, particularly the woman. I think it's more of a woman thing, actually, you know. And I think this childless thing that's pushing Japan is being driven by women. Because I met dudes that wanted to have kids in Japan, but their girlfriends or wives weren't interested. So once again, like, Japanese women, like, yeah, some are great, but they're not perfect. And that's why I was saying, like, when it comes to East Asian chicks, I think Chinese women realistically are your best bet for marriage, for dating as a passport bro. But you got to bear in mind that there's racial elements in things as well as a brother. So just be cognizant of that. Okay? Just be cognizant of that. Japanese women don't want to have kids, and foreigners are going to be needed to plug that gap. And it's, what, when we say foreigners, it will be foreign men and foreign women. Foreign guy brings his family over, they have kids there, etc., etc. Again, think twice if you really want a Japanese chick. That's all I'm saying. Think twice. You know what? I'll be honest with you, right? Like, I do like Japanese chicks. I like Japanese chicks, but I need to be honest here with myself. And the thing is, I don't like to lie to myself. Okay, I don't like to lie to myself, and I feel like you know I'm reconsidering if Japanese women are the best women for me. I feel like African chicks, Caribbean chicks, foreign and black women are most likely the best compatibility for me. The way I think, the way I want to go towards. I need a black chick, if I'm honest with you. So right now I'm trying to, make myself like, lessen my like for Japanese chicks, um, and love foreign black women a bit more, a lot more. Shout out to Ro for the support. Keep up the good work, boss. Thank you for the kind words, bro. We got a brother out there in Australia. Brother, how's Australia going there for you, brother? How the women chicken for you? Are they good? Are you in Melbourne? Are you in Perth? Let me know, bro. Okay. Yeah, I think Brazil. Yeah, I need to. I gotta start. I wanna. I'll be real with you, right? Like, I've always been black women have always been my number one preference, but I started to lose my love for them when it came to dating because they weren't checking for me that much. Because I was a nerdy black man. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I was playing Beyblade, watching anime, reading manga, and a lot of black women didn't like that, And man, my love for Asian women started to grow. But now I want to work on that. I want to be around more black women. I feel like if I'm around more black women, you know, my love for black women would increase even more. I need to be around more black women, and it has to be around foreign, beautiful black women, you know? But I remember back in high school, I would be in the library studying, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, reading comics, and a lot of black chicks weren't checking for me, man. Damn. A lot of black chicks weren't checking for me. Man. Should I, so in high school, right, should I have been, you know, the popular guy, the class clown, or should I have continued studying? Because I put a lot of work in my studies, man. A lot of work in my studies in high school, in university, and it's got me to where I am right now. But I feel like I studied too hard. And I didn't really, you know, take action on a lot of interest towards me from women. And I don't know, but would I be where I am right now, or would I have been distracted, or would I have lost my way? I don't know, man. Like, ah, man, damn. Oh well, I can't go back in time. Only forward. Only forward. All right, so let's check out this. Someone sent me this as well, actually. Okay, to react to, and it's, you know, it just shows you. Yeah, even at university too, I didn't really, I didn't. I was just so serious about studying, man, and getting those grades. I wonder if I just, but yeah, it's all. I can't go back in time. Come back in time. Antagonist, avoid saying the N word. We don't need that over here. Share screen. So let me just show you, right, this tweet, okay? And let me see over here. Present. Share screen. Good to be back, man. It's good to be back. So it says here, right? This is a tweet from Zelensky, right? Who is the leader of Ukraine, and he's on a complete U-turn from the whole debacle last week where him and Trump were arguing in the White House, which was insane. I would like to reiterate Ukraine's commitment to peace. Okay, none of us wants an endless war. Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than Ukrainians. My team and I ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. Complete U-turn, man. You know, and yo, the way Trump's moving this year, he's given no Fs whatsoever, man. It's either his or the highway, you know. Now, I saw that clip of him and Zelensky arguing, and the way Trump called him out, the way Trump was aggressive in the conversation, it was, you know, it was pretty bad ASS, you know, because we are all sick of this war. We're sick of it. We have an economy that's fragile in the West, and we need all the money that we can in this country to build our economy, whether you're in the UK or in America. Okay? No one is going to win the Russia and Ukraine war. No one. Russia won't win it, Ukraine won't win it. So there needs to be a peace and needs to be a truce. He says here, we are ready to work fast to end the war, and the first stages could be the release of prisoners and truce in the sky, ban on missiles, long-range drones, bombs on energy and other civilian infrastructure, and the truce in the sea immediately if Russia will do the same. Then we want to move very fast enough through all stages to work with the US to agree a strong final deal. Okay, and it says here, we really do value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. And we remember the moment where things changed when Trump provided Ukraine with javelins. We are grateful for this. Yo, Trump is complete U-turn, man. Complete U-turn. The energy that he was giving off in the White House, like that FU energy, where's that, bro? Where's that FU energy, bro? Where's that energy? Trump just let him know, listen, man, you ain't gonna play me. I'm not Obama, I'm not Biden, either my way or the highway. And I respect that. I really do. Our meeting in Washington at the White House on Friday did not go the way it was supposed to be. It is regrettable that it's happened this way. It's time to make things right. We would like future cooperation and communication to be constructive. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time and in any convenient format. We see that this agreement as a step forward, greater security and solid security guarantees, and I truly hope it will work effectively. So here's what I think, right? Okay. I think Ukraine won't win the war. Russia won't win the war, but Russia is winning this war. Okay. And I feel like Ukraine have to be realistic here and sign the deal because money is being wasted, people are getting deleted, economies are fragile. We can't be sending, weapons and money to Ukraine for a war that won't be won, that could escalate to a bigger war. No, we're tired. It's been 3 years. Ukraine is just taken. How about you come to the table, you agree, and the war ends? We're tired. We're tired. This war has taken a lot of money, resources, and it's actually played a part in inflation. Now, I don't know if you know, but Ukraine supplies a lot of these grains to Africa, to Europe, to build food, grow food, and bro, that messed up the supply chain, and that pushed up prices. It pushed up gas prices, food prices. End the war. It's over. All right. Ukraine ain't winning, so you end the war. That's how I feel about it. Okay. Nonsense, man. Okay, let's see. Let's react to this funny clip over here. No, this funny article. Americans applying for UK citizenship. Good luck. Why you would want to come to this country is beyond me. Stay in America. America is a better country than the UK because there's more money in America and there's more opportunities there. Don't come to the UK, please. Yeah, here's the article over here. Okay, I'll put it up. Why is that coming up? Let's see. Okay. All right, let's go. So here's this article, right, that someone shared with me. Present, share screen. Okay. So you can see over here, right? It says here, okay, Americans apply for UK citizenship in record numbers. Why? Why? Don't do it. Don't come to the UK. It's even worse than what you're going through in America. Donald Trump's election and British tax changes believed to be behind 40% rise in applications. Let's go further, okay? The number of Americans applying for UK citizenship rose to the highest on record last year. With Donald Trump's return to power and UK tax changes contributing to a surge in applications by US citizens in Britain. Over 6,100 US citizens applied last year, the most since records began 2 decades ago, and 26% more than in 2023. Overall, applications for UK citizenships were up 6% to just over 250,000, another record. Applications by UK US citizens surged in the last quarter of 2024, in particular, rising 40% year on year to about 1,700. Wow. Immigration lawyers said Trump's presidential re-election bid and victory in early November helped drive the increase, along with UK tax changes encouraging Americans to secure British passports before they exit. Now, this here is a very, very low IQ act to do. Okay? Why you want to give up America for the UK is beyond me. Now, I'm not saying America is perfect. I'm not saying the UK is really bad, but the UK is really bad. Okay? America has more money in the system, more jobs. There's a lot to do in America compared to the UK. I don't know why you want to come over here. This is a very stupid reaction by Americans to try and gain UK citizenship to move here and live here. It's not worth it. Okay. The economy is terrible in the UK. There's no jobs here. Right. There's no free speech here compared to America. So you can't be saying things you really want to say over here, or you might get knocked on the door by the police. There's no hot weather here. There's no Latinas over here. Right. The women in the UK are not particularly stunners to look at compared to American women. Now, I'm not saying American women have the best women in the world, but it's very diverse. Like Latinas, Black American chicks, Asian chicks. There's no Latinas here. There's very small Latinas here in the UK. So why would you give up your citizenship, or why would you try to get UK citizenship for some reason? I think that's a very stupid decision, very dumb. Okay. Personally, it should be the other way around. UK people should be trying to move to America because America has more money and more jobs. UK doesn't pay well. UK is cold. UK doesn't have the best looking woman. Why come here? Okay. And I doubt Trump's going to be a very, very bad president. I doubt it. Overreaction from his win. And people need to respect that. The people voted him in. He won the majority vote. He won the electoral college, and that's a fact of life. Okay, deal with it. So that's how I feel about this article. Don't come here, stay in America, because you're gonna really hate it here. It's not worth it. Okay, let's see. So 2 more articles to read, then we'll open up the phone lines. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay. Share screen. So let's talk about Trump's tariffs. Okay, the talk of the town. And it says here, Trump's tariffs update, Mexico, Canada, China, shots fired. Here's the impact as S&P 500 slides. Yes, the stock market took a big tanking as soon as the tariffs took effect. So let's see here. Trump's tariffs of 25% on imports from Mexico and Canada took effect at midnight, with the exception of a 10% tariff on Canadian energy goods. President Trump also signed an order doubling his recent 10% tariff on all Chinese imports to 20%. China and Canada have already struck back, and Mexico is also expected to. The S&P 500 dived 1.7% on Monday to a 7-week low. Okay, insane. So it says here, the Trump admin has justified the tariffs based on a national security emergency to stem the flow of drugs and migrants, but also tariffs are an integral part of Trump's economic agenda to boost domestic production. The tariffs will also raise prices, pinching consumer demand and hurting US exporters as trading partners retaliate. However, the hits to economic growth will be offset to some extent by lower interest rates as markets price in a greater likelihood of Fed rate cuts. Okay, big move. Trump confirmed on Monday afternoon that Mexico and Canada tariffs would take effect as scheduled, dashing Wall Street's hope that the initial tariff would be lower than 25% and triggering a late-day sell-off for the S&P 500. Damn. Okay, so let's talk about this tariff stuff, okay? Trump is America first. Okay? And we have to respect that. And I feel like in the West, we've been missing leaders putting their people first and putting their country first. Okay, we're living in a more globalized world. You have countries sending money for aid, doing this, doing that. But we are in very testing economic times, right? Americans are going through it. UK people going through it. And if Trump's tariffs do influence more domestic production, what does that mean? That means more jobs being created for American people. That means, that means more people being hired, more money for American people, and less jobs going abroad. We have spoken about how a certain group of people love taking certain tech jobs and only hiring their own people. Well, that's got to stop. That's got to stop. That's got to stop. No more games. No more games. Because it's a point where foreign nations see the West as weak. And we are weak. We are weak. We're too kind. We're too soft. And at this point in time, cut the foreign aid, cut money going for war. That money should be for American people. That money should be for the American economy. That money should be growing the economy. We have our young Gen Z people coming out of university. They have no job prospects. We have a workforce, right, that are struggling to get jobs, and we're sending money for wars. We're sending money, to other countries. How about these other countries, right, fix their economy and grow their economy and fix their people? America is too kind to foreign countries and mean to their own people. I definitely agree with that. You have to put yourself first. And, I kind of respect Trump standing on business and putting American people and America first. In fact, I personally, I'm against globalism, and I'm against, a very interconnected world. Because at some point in time, you lose your way. If you are a leader of a country, your people and your country must come first. If you are a leader of a country, your people and your country must come first. So if these tariffs here work, if they end up stopping companies from shipping jobs abroad, right? And and end up in them investing in jobs in the economy, in the country, for the people, then you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you have to do. Do we really want a an interconnected world? Not really. Your money shouldn't be going to the Philippines or Mexico. It should be in America. It should be in your pocket, in your hands. So I gotta respect Trump for standing on business and doing things that he feel may work. And if it works, shout out to him for doing so. That's how I feel about this topic. So shout out to Mr. Duck for the support, for the super sticker. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, brother. That's Duck right there. What's up, Duck? Let me get some water, man, because my throat is. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's see what else I have to react to. Okay, so this one over here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Here's the article. All right, so someone sent this to me. Share screen. So it says here, right? BlackRock strikes deal to bring ports on both sides of Panama Canal under American control. Didn't Trump say that he wanted to get the Panama Canal back? He's making some pretty great moves, in his first 2 months in office. So it says here, the Hong Kong-based conglomerate that operates ports near the Panama Canal has agreed to sell shares of its units that operate the ports to a consortium including BlackRock after President Donald Trump alleged Chinese interference with the operations of the critical shipping lane. Oh, big. So it says here, the Hong Kong-based company that operates ports near the Panama Canal has agreed to sell its shares of its units that operate the ports to a consortium including BlackRock. Okay. In a filing, CK Hutchinson Holdings said Tuesday that it would sell all its shares in Hutchinson Port Holdings and all shares in Hutchinson Port Group Holdings. Okay. So we know that China is heavily involved in Hong Kong. Okay. So it ain't going to be China directly doing it itself, but through its proxies. And at this point in time, Hong Kong is a proxy of China. Okay. And Trump is saying that China, right, is essentially controlling or having strong ties to the Panama Canal, which is a national security. It says here in January, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, the Republican chair of the Senate, mentioned or raised concerns that China could exploit or block passage through the canal and that the ports give China ready, observation, poised to take action. Okay. The situation, I believe, poses acute risk to US national security. Big, big. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio visited Panama in early February and told President Jose Raul Mulino that Panama had to reduce Chinese influence over the canal or face potential retaliation from the United States. Yes, okay. So Mulino rejected the idea that China had any control over Panama, over canal operations. Now, I will say this, right? I will say this. I've been in Panama, okay? I was in Panama in 2024, 2022, I can't remember, but definitely in the last few years. And there's a lot of Chinese people there in the plane, in the airport, most likely there for business, but I could tell that China is very clicked in with in Panama, making moves that, could raise some eyebrows. Okay. And Panama is very close to the US. Panama Canal is a very important sea or canal that boats go through for trade, etc., etc. Do you want China running that? Do you want China having some sort of influence over that? China, which is essentially a hostile state to America? No. Again, this just proves that Trump is out here to make some powerful moves that are America first. And I wish like more black countries would move like Trump. Put your country first, protect your borders, protect your infrastructure, make sure that your country benefits from it. You know? You can't be allowing a potential hostile state to be controlling a port that's near you or a very critical port. Knowing Panama and America's history together. Like there's been some bad deals that's happened over the years that I just don't understand. Like who actually, you know, who's responsible for a deal like this in the past? Why is China even near these ports? So it's going to be a very interesting 4 years because I feel like America isn't playing any games. It's America first, American people first, American corporations first, America as a country first. And that means the surrounding American interest. Panama is an interest to America, so is Brazil, so is the Panama Canal. And you can't have any sort of foreign effortry trying to disrupt that. Okay, so how do I feel about this? I feel like, again, Trump is very serious this year. It is his last term, so what he wouldn't have done in his first term, oh, he's definitely going to do it this term. Okay, and let's see how it plays out with this deal. Let's see how it plays out. So, okay, now, okay, that's pretty much what brother sent me to react to. All right, so let me open up the phone lines. Copy, call in. So if you want to call in and give your thoughts on the stream topic, feel free to do so. Okay. Well, I hope everyone's good. Good to be back. Good to be back. More videos, more streams on the way. But it's good to take a break. Sometimes just to refresh the mind, get your energy back, and just focus. But I'm back. Type of 1 if you're still here with me. That's fast antagonist, man, all the time. Like, give you that look, put their phone away, or yes, F them. All right, brothers, I'm off. Okay. Peace out. Take it easy.